To understand jealousy, we need to delve into the human mind. It's a labyrinth of emotions, thoughts, and instincts where jealousy resides as a complex emotional response. But what sparks this response? There are several psychological theories that offer explanations. One theory posits that jealousy is deeply rooted in our sense of insecurity. You see, when we perceive a threat to something we value, like a relationship, our insecurities can bubble up to the surface. We start to question our worth, our attractiveness, or our abilities. This self-doubt ignites the flame of jealousy. Fear, too, plays a significant role in the psychology of jealousy. It's the fear of losing what we cherish. This fear isn't always rational, and it's often based on imagined scenarios rather than reality. But even so, it's powerful enough to evoke strong feelings of jealousy. Then there's the competitive aspect. We humans are competitive by nature, always striving to be the best, to have the best. When we see someone else with something we want, be it success, a relationship, or a material possession, it can trigger a sense of rivalry. This competition fuels jealousy, making us want to protect what's ours or strive to gain what we feel we're lacking. But here's an interesting twist. Jealousy can also act as a defense mechanism. When we feel jealous, it's like an alarm bell ringing in our minds, warning us of potential threats. In this sense, jealousy can serve as a tool for self-preservation, prompting us to take action to safeguard what we value. So you see, jealousy is not just a simple emotion. It's a complex psychological response involving insecurity, fear, competition, and even self-preservation. It's a part of our human nature, woven into the fabric of our minds. Understanding the psychology of jealousy can help us manage it better, wouldn't you agree? Let's now turn our attention to how jealousy affects our relationships. Jealousy can be a powerful force within our most intimate bonds. It can creep into a relationship, subtly at first, then all at once, transforming love and affection into suspicion and resentment. In a romantic relationship, the impact of jealousy can be twofold. On one hand, it can lead to destructive behaviors that can cause significant damage. Possessiveness, for instance, can emerge from feelings of jealousy. When we feel threatened, we can become overly protective, wanting to keep our loved ones close. But this can often translate into control, making the other person feel suffocated and trapped. Jealousy can also breed mistrust, creating a cycle of suspicion and doubt that can be hard to break. But let's not paint an entirely gloomy picture. Jealousy can also have potential positive effects on a relationship. It can serve as a signal that we care deeply about our partner and fear losing them. This might lead to increased attention and care towards the loved one, as we strive to ensure their happiness and prevent them from drifting away. It can act as a wake-up call, prompting us to invest more time and effort into nurturing the relationship. However, it's crucial to remember that while a little jealousy might spark a renewed sense of appreciation, too much can quickly turn toxic. It's like adding spice to a dish. A pinch can enhance the flavor, but too much can make it inedible. Navigating the waters of jealousy in a relationship is all about balance. It's about understanding and managing these feelings, not letting them control you, and communicating openly with your partner, because, at the end of the day, trust and mutual respect are the cornerstones of any healthy relationship. Clearly, jealousy can make or break a relationship, but how does one deal with it? We'll delve into that in the next segment. Stay tuned. Facing jealousy head-on is the first step towards managing it. Jealousy, a common human experience, is often viewed in a negative light, but instead of shying away from it, we should strive to understand it better and learn how to manage it effectively. Let's walk through some strategies to help you do just that. The first step is self-awareness. Recognizing when you're feeling jealous and why is crucial. Are you feeling insecure, threatened, fearful of losing someone or something important to you? By identifying the triggers of your jealousy, you can begin to address the root causes and work towards healthier ways of dealing with these feelings. Next, let's talk about communication. It's crucial in all relationships, and it becomes even more important when dealing with jealousy. If you're feeling jealous, it's important to express your feelings openly and honestly, but also respectfully. Remember, it's not about blaming the other person. It's about expressing your feelings and working towards a resolution together. Trust building is another key strategy in managing jealousy. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and it's particularly important when dealing with feelings of jealousy. Building trust takes time and effort, but it's well worth it. When you trust someone, you're less likely to feel threatened or insecure, which can help to reduce feelings of jealousy. But what if your jealousy is overwhelming and these strategies aren't enough? In such cases, professional help, like therapy, can be incredibly beneficial. Therapists can provide a safe space for you to explore your feelings of jealousy, and they can provide tools and techniques to help you manage these feelings more effectively. Remember, it's perfectly normal to feel jealous from time to time. What matters is how you handle these feelings. By practicing self-awareness, communicating effectively, building trust, and seeking professional help when necessary, you can manage your jealousy in a healthy and productive way. With the right tools, overcoming jealousy is certainly achievable. Jealousy, as we've seen, can be a double-edged sword. It's a potent brew of emotions, often painted in shades of green and seen as an undesirable trait. But like many facets of human emotion, it's not cut and dry. Let's revisit the idea that jealousy can have negative effects. It's true, unchecked jealousy can lead to destructive behaviors, mistrust, and strain in relationships. It can create a toxic environment both for the person experiencing the jealousy and those around them. It can lead to a spiral of negative thoughts and self-doubt, and in its worst forms can even result in harmful actions. But there's another side to this coin, a silver lining if you will. Jealousy can also serve as an important signal, a wake-up call for self-improvement. Have you ever found yourself feeling jealous of a colleague's promotion? That could be a sign that you're not satisfied with your current career trajectory, and it might be time to seek out new opportunities or challenges, or perhaps you felt a pang of jealousy towards a friend's close-knit family. This may be an indication that you're longing for stronger familial bonds and should invest more time in nurturing those relationships. Jealousy in these instances can act as a catalyst for change, pushing us to strive for better and reach for our goals. It's a raw, honest emotion that forces us to confront what we truly desire and what we're missing in our lives. The key, of course, is to harness this emotion in a healthy way. It's about recognizing the feelings of jealousy when they arise, understanding what they're trying to tell us, and then using that information as a stepping stone towards growth and development. So next time jealousy rears its head, remember, it's a human emotion, and it's how you handle it that counts. It's not about suppressing or denying these feelings, but about learning from them and using them as a tool for positive change. Jealousy can indeed be a double-edged sword, but only you can decide which edge to use. Let's wrap up our exploration of the green-eyed monster. We've journeyed through the labyrinth of jealousy, unearthing its roots and acknowledging its ubiquity. This complex emotion is as old as humanity itself, an inescapable part of the human condition, dwelling deep within our psyche. We've discovered that jealousy is not a standalone phenomenon. It's intrinsically linked to our sense of self, our insecurities, and our fears. It's a mirror reflecting our deepest anxieties, our unmet needs, and our unfulfilled desires. The psychology of jealousy, then, is a journey into self-understanding. In the realm of relationships, jealousy can be a destructive force, eroding trust and fostering resentment. It can turn love into a battlefield and intimacy into a power struggle. But remember, it's an emotion, not a life sentence. It can be managed, it can be navigated, and it can even in some cases be used as a catalyst for positive change. We've explored strategies for managing jealousy. We've learned the power of open communication, the importance of self-reflection, and the value of building self-esteem. We've seen that by acknowledging our feelings, challenging our thoughts, and changing our behaviors, we can tame the green-eyed monster. But let's not forget, jealousy is a double-edged sword. While it can cause pain and conflict, it can also serve as a wake-up call, a signal that something in our lives or our relationships needs attention. It can push us to grow, to change, and to strive for better. So here we are at the end of our journey. We've unmasked the green-eyed monster, we've looked it in the eyes, and we've learned that it's not so scary after all. It's just a part of us, a part of our humanity. And like all aspects of our humanity, it can be understood, it can be managed, and it can be mastered. Remember, understanding jealousy is the first step to mastering it. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for better.